Okay. Let's get into it. Welcome, one and all, to BTL Season 17, Week 5, Day 2. Our first match of the night, our first game of the night between Cowboys and Shadow of Igris. And I am joined here in the booth by BTL Season 16 champion, Frostbyte. How you doing, my man, if you are here?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm in the middle of watching Arcane Season 2, Act 2. I think I'm in the middle of Episode 5. And this show's so good, man. I absolutely love this show. No spoilers since I haven't finished Act 2, but I am eager to get back to it, so low-key hoping for a 2-0, but we'll see. These are two good teams, and I probably don't exactly expect a 2-0. Like, these are, like, all the games today are, like, all the teams that are, like, potentially vying for the #1 seed. So we have Cowboys, Mingos, and Las Cucarachas. All the teams that are 3-1 are all playing today. Shadow of Igris are 2-2. They're not far behind. They could potentially have the same record as Cowboys if they're able to win this game here. So this is definitely a battle for the top of the standings. Let's see who can separate themselves. There are no undefeated teams this season. No Knights of Ishtar this season.
Yeah, that is true.
After Mingos took that loss last week, but I mean,
Who did they play against?
they did the. Let me see. Elysium Gnomes. That's when they did the Arcane comp. So I was like, they kind of did it to themselves. So they kind of memed one. They memed game one, and the game two was so close. And then they ended up losing it. They lost 0-2. But that Arcane comp was a little troll. I guess Elysium Gnomes probably too good of a team to really do that against. But I mean, they did make it interesting for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, game starting out strong. Shadow of Igris getting that Talia super early. One of Vimstat's best junglers right now.
Yeah, he's going crazy with it.
So we're going to have to see exactly what he can do with that pick in his hands. But we got some pretty strong picks on the side of Cowboys. We got the Corki, which can be a flex into the mid or AD carry. We have the Nautilus, the big boy in the bot lane. Always reliable, always doing some damage. But we have got some spice with the Nyla.
I'm not sure if I've seen a Nyla BTL. At least not in a very, maybe like once, like super rare.
Yeah.
Like super rare. I forget that champion's in ADC sometimes. I forget that champion exists sometimes. Oh my god.
The only team I think that would have picked it would have been my team, because we always go for like the Zeri, like no one really picked up Zeri, Nyla,
Interesting. Let's see what P Street is potentially cooking with here. Shadow of Igris. All right. I mean, all right. And both of these teams, by the way, are both definitely veteran teams. Veteran and just competitive play, as well as veterans just within BTL. Full of veterans on both sides. But then have Vincent, Ford, P Street, Invictus, all have played multiple seasons of BTL. On the other side, you have the Cowboys. Cowboys themselves have been in BTL for multiple seasons. If you look at DR Double D, Drew up in the top lane, Ibis, Mointment, Lakey, all people that have played multiple seasons of BTL. So I expect some, they kind of know what they're doing for the most part. And know each other pretty well as well.
Yeah, they definitely have had their fair few matches in the last few seasons. However, this time Vimstat kind of rocking a different team than what he's normally rocking.
Yeah, true. But the team he's rocking is so interesting. I said, this is the most min-max team I've ever seen. I was like, oh, y'all actually got a bronze player. Okay. Literally, I was like, I guess we don't even consider bronze. I was like, I guess we could throw in bronze to make it work.
Yeah.
I heard you all have a great team playing later tonight. Paradoxical getting in early for the Mingos hype. Love to see it. Veigar, okay. Got to get matched with Xerath. Xerath always often a pretty good pick. It's nice to be able to outrange Veigar in that lane.
Yeah, we got some pretty interesting comps here. I feel like both comps are kind of honestly a little disjointed. Like you have the Nautilus and the Graves who want to like get close up and personal. Corki's kind of like in the mid range. Xerath is super far. And then the same thing with Shadow of Igris. You got the Nyla and Tom Kench who wants to get up close and personal. Then you got the Veigar for the mid range, and then Talia is kind of like poking from the back. So we got some interesting things brewing here. And like, I mean, talking about interesting, we have a York pick for Cowboys, and honestly, I kind of like it because they know that Lord Coffee Table is the weakest link.
Yes.
And also York, known to kind of dumpster on tanks. He's like just kind of one of those people that tanks don't really have the ability to deal with.
Because they know they're going to put a tank top lane for Lord Coffee Table. And yeah, York can feast off of that. York can become an absolute monster in this top lane and just like split push and just be completely unkillable. Like unfuckwittable. How would they fuck with that man?
Yeah. Yeah. We have to see. I mean, if I'm looking at straight like I know it's hard to like kind of look at comps that are trying to play split push and that kind of style,
Right.
Because it's just so easy to look at team comps and be like, yeah, this is the team that's gonna be team fighting. This is the team that's gonna be objective controlling. And I feel like Shadow of Igris has that comp, barring that they don't int in lane. Like they have so much lane like control of the fights through Talia, through Maokai, through the Vygar cage, and then they just have so much damage to layer on top of that with all their CC. So I feel like it's gonna be a little hard here for Cowboys unless they really start popping up in these lanes, which is very possible. I mean, Corki, super strong laner. Xerath is gonna kind of nullify the lane against Vygar, and Yorick should absolutely just crush Maokai.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to see how big of a lead they can get, because there's a point like, yeah, you can play split push all you want, but typically split push and competitive play doesn't get you as far as being able to control those dragons, those barons.
Yeah.
Because a baron push is gonna outbeat a Yorick push any day.
Yeah. Typically, split push is good. It's better for teams that are uncoordinated. Like it's better in solo queue. Because teams typically aren't as good as because like essentially what you have to do to counter it is to engage the fight where you have a number advantage, right?
Yeah.
And turn that into objectives, and that's easier to do in a competitive setting. But
I definitely think split push is, like you said, it's super easy, obviously in solo queue, but it's also really really good with teams that are very coordinated. Like if the team that's trying to execute the split push and knows exactly what they're doing. But obviously we're not in like a pro scene. We're in a amateur league, right?
Yeah.
So we got to really see what they can pull off here, because that is a lot of pressure, a lot of moving parts that goes into facilitating a Yorick top split push.
Yeah.
That not all teams in an amateur level can do.
But I do have faith in Cowboys. So like again, it's like now it's a team that's multi-years veteran players that play in competitive a lot. I feel like they probably know what they're doing. Also, Drew has been playing these type of like resource heavy top laners. Like we've seen him on Gameplay multiple times this season. And we're like, if we see a loud something like that, it's like Drew has been eating up there in the top lane. So I do feel confident this Yorick is probably going to be a monster. And it's really up like part of it is also like, all right, Maokai, what are you going to do in this situation? Like, can they just rotate Maokai and just constantly engage every single time Maokai ults up? And try to make something happen with the Weaver's Wall, with the Maokai. Like, they can be super aggressive and try to make something happen and try to make it beat it. Because I don't think like Yorick is probably going to split, but there's probably nothing you can really do about that.
Yeah.
I don't think
there will be a few angles probably of Yorick will be joining the fight, and it's really going to be like how big of a lead did he grow? Did he just get like a 30 CS lead? There's nothing to to write home about, or did he get multiple kills, multiple plates, towers down, like 50, 60 CS lead? Those are the things that you want to see out of a champion like that Yorick against something that is very about neutralizing the lane. And maybe Maokai can neutralize the lane, but if you neutralize the lane is dropping 60 CS, well then that's still a problem.
Yeah.
And it's not like we haven't seen Coffee Table down a lot of CS in the past.
True. And still, like, just play weak side well and still be super effective, especially on, like, utility tanks.
Yeah.
But we will see. We have to see how the game poses out. We can only make guesses here, but soon we will have our answers whenever we load into the game. But first, we have that 3-minute spectator delay. And IQ Island would clap Drew though, says Outlaw Z. Yeah, maybe. IQ Island from Poro Pounders. Poro Pounders had a pretty good game yesterday. Anyways, we're gonna hit you guys with that 1-minute ad so we can turn off the pre-roll ads for people that may be joining the stream at the beginning of the game. So we will catch you guys after that. Don't tune away. This will only be 1 minute of ads. We will be back shortly for Cowboys versus Shadow of Igris. 1 second. I realized I did it. I was just sitting back here on my phone, didn't update anything in the game. Oh man. Production failure. If you're on the blue side we got Cowboys, sure. And on the red side we got SOI. Alright. Are you paused at 5? You here with me?
Yep.
Alright. There we go. Hi, stream. Alright. Ready for the countdown?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go into game number 1 between the Cowboys and Shadow of Igris. Looking forward to a few things here. Looking forward to this top lane matchup, see what happens with Yorick, and looking forward to, I don't know, just seeing Peachtree go crazy on Nyla, I guess. Just don't see a lot of Nyla. Oh, they're all together. Will they do something? Were they spotted? They were certainly spotted. Were they not spotted? Ooh, and they do get the flash.
Yeah, we do have a flash there from Vimstat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty big cooldown to get, but I mean, Vimstat's kind of known for just power farming early, so I don't imagine that's going to affect him too much in the jungle unless Gluestick looks for a potential invade. But again, kind of hard to do. I mean, maybe through bot side if Lakey and Moitman get an early lead with some early trades against some melee Nyla.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to see what they can use there. They know where Vimstat's starting with this ward. They should have an idea of where Gluestick is starting because of the reverse ward on the opposite Raptor pit.
Right. No early bot lane shenanigans.
Yeah, nothing quite yet. Ointment went with Hail of Blades over the standard Conqueror, so definitely gonna be looking for these like quick trade patterns with the Nautilus hook.
That makes sense.
Oh, and it's begun topside.
Yeah, Tampa is just no fun to lean against, man. Especially as a tank.
Yeah.
Potential nope.
I think they're just trying to use Moitman's Hail of Blades to poke one of them down a little bit before they try to actually commit to an all-in. Because, like, I mean, going into a Nyla melee is pretty dangerous. Like, she does have a pretty high damage output.
That's fair.
Oh, and Lord Coffee Table getting stuck inside the wall from Drew. Drew is getting down some decent damage. Coffee Table has to be careful here.
Yeah.
Able to walk out, but might see an early TP come down to, like, stabilize that lane. Now we have
some
Eviction.
here.
Yeah, Moitman and Ibis looking for Vimstat in the jungle while Eviction's trying to push Lakey out, and an engage forward by Peachtree trying to get down more damage. But ooh, that was a great hook there for the first blood for Ibis. Now Eviction could be in a little bit of danger. The exhaust goes down. A nice double knockup by Eviction. They're trying to get the trade kill, and Peachtree does snag it, and the Conqueror saves him. But a nice snipe there from Ibis to get a double. And now Eviction could be in even more trouble. A nice flash there to get outside of the seismic shove. And that's going to be 3 kills for 1. And that is a 4-for-2 trade in the bot side invade. And now Lord Coffee Table in a little bit of danger here.
Yeah.
Drew could honestly just flash Q him. Doesn't look like he is.
That's a lot of money into the hands of the mid and jungle of Cowboys.
Yeah, that was a great look there by Cat. A nice hook there from Lakey to kind of set that up and get that started. Ford falling early in that fight was a major downfall for Shadow of Igris.
Yeah.
And now Gluestick looking on top of Ford once again. Ford's going to drop the flash, but so much damage, and that's probably going to pull him out of that lane.
Yeah, especially against his air.
Yeah, it's going to have to be careful. It doesn't look like he's resetting yet. He's trying to greed, get that wave pushed in, but Ibis looking for the stun. Doesn't quite connect. They're definitely going to need to stabilize here. We do have Lake. Oh, Ibis, if he catches him here, nice stun down the wall there. Ooh, so much damage. The stun connects. Is there enough to finish it off, though? The auto to get another kill for Ibis, but now Ibis could be in trouble. Vimstat's looking for the trade, but here comes Inviction to ensure that Ibis does fall. Now, Lakey could be in a little bit of trouble here. Already did use the flash over the wall, so Lakey should be falling here, and that's going to be another kill picked up for Vimstat's Talia. And things, that's dangerous. We saw what happened last time he got fed on Talia.
Yeah, very true.
A little bit of overgreed there by Ibis and Lakey, trying to get him a better lead, but it just doesn't pay off. Oh, and now Moitment. Inviction's on the flank. The knockup does connect. What a great snipe there by Inviction to set up a kill for his ADC. And things are starting to turn. The tables are looking bright. That was terrible. What am I doing?
I love my bright, shiny tables.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Coffee table could be in a little bit of trouble there. Does have the flash, but decides to W back in. Lakey is here. Wait, Lakey. Oh yeah, Lakey. Okay. For some reason, I thought Lakey was Inviction. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah, Lakey's the one playing the hook champion in this support matchup. Interesting.
Yeah, Dragon started up for Shadow of Igris while
so it starts top. So I feel like Lord Coffee Table hasn't gotten a single CS in multiple minutes.
Yeah, I mean, this is such an aggressive TP. He's getting a four-man dive on top of him. A nice Zerath ulti from across the map. He's dodging a lot. Lakey's tanking. Does Lakey fall?
Oh.
No, it's an execute, though. He did not manage to get a tick of damage onto Lakey, so that is quite a tragic turn of events for Coffee Table in the top side.
Yorick does have a... Oh, man. I was just saying, it feels like he hasn't got his any CS in a while. Oh, God, it only continues.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. He's about to have double his money top lane. Oh, God.
We are in panic mode here on the top side. We need to see Vimstat look for plays somewhere, try to get this gold lead back in his team's favor. He's going to spot Lakey, or I guess Lakey will spot him. While Ford is getting ganked here by Gluestick, by Ibis. A stun does not connect from the cage, and now Ford should be falling here. Another kill for Ibis picked up.
Ibis is huge
and
here.
We got some crazy gold leads going on right now for the side of Cat.
Lord Havoc Pigeon, I'm believing so hard right now.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the items. Sheen, Phage versus Double Ruby Crystal in the top side. Inviction gonna get hooked here by Lakey, and his team is not here to give him some backup, so he will just fall. That's gonna be a kill for the support picked up.
This tough. Hey, he did pick up some more CS, but the tower's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
And the tower's gone top side. It's,
I mean, we were talking about it. Like, if Drew were to get a lead in this top side, it has to be a pretty substantial lead.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I mean he's gotten it.
Yeah, it's pretty substantial. Yeah, literally more than double Lord Coffee Table's money right now.
Yeah, I mean, full first tower plus all the plates, a kill and an assist, 50 CS up.
Yeah. Yeah, York's probably gonna be a problem. We'll see if they have a solution for it. If Imstead is looking strong, but not much else looking super strong. They are down 5K here, around 5K here at 10 minutes. That is a sizable amount.
Yeah. I mean, Nyla's not doing too bad for herself. Already has the collector completed. Getting those levels, because of Nyla's passive, does level up a lot quicker in the duo lane.
Ooh,
Coffee table gonna drop the flash. Yeah. Oh, P Street.
Vimstad is looking. Vimstad is here.
Yeah, there comes the Maokai ultimate. Trying to get this. Actually, he's not even worth the shutdown, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Coffee table needs to be careful here. The next set of grubs has been started up here by... Or no, it hasn't. They're getting vision control over the next set of grubs.
He's spawning here in 5 seconds.
Yeah, Ford does have teleport, so does Ibis, so this could break out into a 5v5 potentially. There is no Maokai ulti though, which is a pretty large cooldown not to have.
Yeah.
Dimstat trading some poke with Mointment and Glue Stick. Lakey looks for the hook, but it doesn't connect, and now we have the TP coming in here by Vigar. Ibis hasn't started yet. He just now started. P Street with a nice double ultimate, and then the blast coming back into his team. Now Mointment is going to fall along with Lakey. It is looking good. It is looking great. Lord Coffee Table trying to keep Glue Stick away, while Vimstat is getting down some damage with Ford onto Judah. Flash forward by Ford with the ultimate, but a kill on the other side.
Low health bars.
That is going to be P Street falling. Ibis full HP. They've got to be careful here. Ibis picks up another one. Glue Stick's looking for Ford. The cage goes down, doesn't connect. And Viction and Vimstat have to be careful here. One grub secured. And Viction steps forward with Vimstat, trying to get down some damage. A nice stun around the wall, but a great ult there by Inviction to get the shield. But Inviction's low, drops the shield himself. Glue Stick should be able to finish him off here.
Ooh.
Oh, a flash by Inviction. Tries to get out of the vision. While Ibis has to also flash the wall, but Lakey has rejoined the fight.
Ooh.
And this is going to be Shadow of Igris falling to a delayed ace for, I believe, 3.
Yes, I
and
think
grubs
so,
secured.
Yeah.
They are going to get the 5 grubs. They are going to get the grublings spawning.
And they maintain their 5K gold lead. It was looking good for a second for Shadow of Igris.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good look. They had to definitely look for something. They definitely were. It's dangerous giving Yorick all those grubs, and I mean, he's gotten it.
Yeah, it's going to be 5 grubs for Yorick, and now Yorick is just going to just start chopping down the trees, chopping down the towers here. Yeah.
I mean, Yorick has gotten 9 plates for himself with that plate secured. So, yeah, 9 plates, solo plates, plus the first tower. Up 40 CS.
He's got himself the Triforce completed, yep. Another 2,000 to spend.
How's Ford looking on the stacks? 107 stacks from Phenomenal Evil.
Okay.
Not too bad here. They do got the scale. We saw the burst damage that they are capable of dumping out.
True. Oh,
they
man,
just have
Graves
to.
has gotten so much money. That's problematic as well. Gonna make him pretty hard to kill.
Ibis as well. I mean, Ibis and Graves both 6 kills, 5 and 6 assists. I mean, Ibis is up 2,000 on Ford right now. 1,000 gold lead in the jungle for Glue Stick. Now, Lakey getting engaged on here by P Street and Eviction. Doesn't quite get knocked up, but a nice ultimate there by P Street to keep him chained in. But Ibis with so much damage, that's going to be 1 kill picked up. Can P Street do the dodging? Can they got the sidesteps? That's going to be the Tom cancel. Oh, the snipe, though. Couldn't quite dodge it forever. Now Vimstat looking onto Ibis, gets a nice ultimate. Weaver's Wall right onto the backside.
Ibis moving.
Vimstat gonna
oh my god!
There by Glue Stick, but the shutdown's gonna get picked up by Inviction. But we had some fancy feet. He did not skip dance class.
So Lord Coffee Table is actually very happy to be laning against anyone other than Drew right now.
Yeah.
So like, oh yeah, getting some CS. Yeah.
Yeah, nice damage there by Ford. A little bit lower, and Ford can maybe look for an ult to get the kill. Looks like Drew's just going to back, though. Does have TP available. Do have some close item completions here. Glue Stick working on that collector, almost has it complete. I mean, he's already kind of like popping out so much damage, and I think Ibis is going for Horizon Focus, if I'm not mistaken. So these pretty big items coming up, but if Shadow of Igris can look for a fight before they get these completions, maybe they have an angle, because I mean, yeah, there's a 6k gold lead, but the items disparity isn't that great right now.
That's a good point. The next neutral objective on the map doesn't spawn for another 3 minutes, so just kind of pushing towers right now and posturing.
Yeah, of that 6k gold lead, about 4k of it was sitting in the pockets, but Ibis just now got the back off, so spent some of that. Lakey gonna have to pop the flash over the wall, while Drew is just pressuring Lord Coffee Table in the side. Coffee Table does have TP, but I mean, it doesn't look like he's going to get the chance to TP to a fight potentially. So much damage just coming down from the Maiden.
Like, well, he won't get hard CC'd out, but he will just die.
Yeah. I think the thing I hate most about Yorick is that the Maiden just lasts forever.
Yeah.
If it doesn't die, it never goes away. Very annoying.
Yes, very true.
Oh, Vimstat looking for an engage. There's going to be a tough
my
to answer,
God.
but now Inviction's going to get caught out. That was quite a look, while P Street is just going to be able to dash away thanks to Vimstat. A flash forward by Ibis to get down some more damage, but there is no ultimate there to complete the kill. Now Vimstat and Ford trying to get down as much damage as they can, but they just did not have the range to deal with Moitman and Ibis at the same time. Oh, P Street. Oof. Oh, Ibis has the ultimate. It's coming up. He's going to launch it most likely. There it goes.
And you're taking a million tower shots there.
But now Drew taking down so many. Oh, a nice flash there trying to get the kill. But Ford is going to fall in the mid lane. They just overstepped their bounds, and now they are reaping the rewards. And that is going to be another kill. But Moitman lives, actually.
Is Drew in trouble? Oh, my God. Is he just going to die to the... Oh,
I think Drew wins this.
Oh, my God. He does.
Yeah,
oh, man. He took a million tower shots, and Lord Coffee Table tried to make it happen. Oh, no. Mau guy is pinging Lord the Yorick. Like, ain't no way this man still lived.
But yeah, that was that's so product of a little bit too deep of a dive there by Inviction.
Yes. Top lane was unfortunate because I think Drew just didn't realize he was taking tower and tanked a bunch of tower shots, which gave Lord Coffee Table a potential chance. Yeah, it didn't. Dang. Maybe it was actually on purpose to bait him into fighting him. Big brain. And that was a whole solo top tower going over to the Yorick. The Yorick is just up there chilling with still over double Lord Coffee Table's money.
Yeah, I don't expect that to change anytime soon.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I mean, we're at a 10.5k gold lead right now. White Man getting engaged on here by Coffee Table, but it's just Coffee Table doesn't have the damage or the tankiness to really deal with anyone. Like, you can look for the hook, and the Zerathordi is going to come out, and that's going to be Coffee Table dropping.
Oh, no. That's tough. Oh, man. You know what? This is oh, man. This is a lot of karma, man. I believe I could have sworn I saw Vimstat talking in Trash Talk channel about a jungle gap in it. And now it's really funny. Just look at this, the scores right now.
Oh, we have a TP coming up on the top side. Maybe a potential fight's going to break out here while the bot lane is keeping the push up. So it's a 3v4. Maokai ultimate going to go down.
Yeah.
But it's not going to quite catch anybody.
The angle wasn't quite right
Drew
there.
steps back up, but Lord Coffee Table's now getting in there deep. Doesn't have the CC. A nice ultimate there by Inviction to get his top laner out, but gets knocked up and interrupted by Lakey's ultimate. That's going to be flashed by Inviction. Lord Coffee Table's taking so much damage, but a nice double shove back and an ultimate there while P Street looks for playing the bot side, but doesn't manage to pick up any kills, but Lakey should fall. Now we have the Talia ult coming down. Ibis is going to be in a little bit of trouble, so this should be a nice shutdown going over to Inviction.
Yes. Meanwhile.
Yeah, meanwhile, the push top side, or in the bot side, is still going. That's going to be one Nexus tower. They're not going to get the second one quite yet. Vimstat looking for just to clear the waves. That was Inviction picking up these shutdowns is not what his team needs right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Hey, gold is gold. Surprisingly, no longer a 10K, but a 9K gold lead.
Woo! They made up 1K. But it's still looking very tough. Very tough.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Let's see. Ford sitting at 200 stacks on his passive. Only 411 mana, though. Or AP, sorry.
Yeah, gold lead just across the board. Everywhere but support, technically, probably because of that shutdown. No, definitely because of that shutdown.
Baron could be on the table here. Blue Stick, Lakey, and Moitment are in position. They're clearing out the vision. Ward in the pit has just got cleared out, so they should know that a potential start is happening, and they are going to start it up. This is going to be potentially the fight that makes or breaks the team here for Shadow of Igris. They've got to look for a steal. Got to get a hero play here. Inviction's going forward, trying to get down some vision. Baron's at 2,000. And a nice steal there by Vimstat and a knock up there by Inviction. One kill is going to get picked up. Inviction going to get the ultimate onto Vimstat to try to keep him alive, but a nice snipe there by Ibis. It is looking for more. Moitment could be in danger. A nice flash there to get the block there. The coffee table can't quite connect on the Moitment while Peace Street is sitting at low HP in the backside. Inviction's going to fall. Potentially a nice shield there. Another kill picked up, but a kill for Drew on the table. Moitment could be in trouble. Lives with about half an HP sliver. And that's going to be 4 for 2. But the Baron crucially going over to Shadow of Igris.
True, they did. That was a very nice steal from this. That got the Baron steal. They were able to kill 2, but I mean, it's definitely better than if they lost Baron. So
yeah,
I can't even. I don't want to sound like but then they all died because I mean, hey, you took the Baron. It would have been great if Vimstat could have died alone, but they were
It gives them the angle to make some plays. Try to get some towers. That I mean, they have objective bounties up here for a while. They got the objective bounty on the Baron itself.
Ooh.
And now an ultimate here from Vimstat onto Drew. Drew's going to drop the wall, but misses, but does connect the E. Now Vimstat's going to get dropped so low. Drew dropping that flash, and he's going to get the kill. That Maiden just makes it so hard to do the 1v1s.
I was like, can you do it? He's at half HP, but is he really? But he's just not alone. 44 LP versus 2.
Lord Coffee Table taking down some massive damage, but now Ford gonna have to flash to get out of danger. A nice look there from Lakey. The tower should fall. There should be another inhibitor falling, but the Baron minions are helping them defend the base. It is gonna be a 5v4 trying to defend what little is left of Shadow of Igris' base. An ultimate onto Ford, but a great ult there by Inviction to absorb the Nautilus ulti, but he is going to fall. Maokai ult going to get dropped in the backside, but that is a sacrifice you're willing to take. Ford needs to survive. Lord Coffee Table going forward onto Moitment. Moitment taking the tower, drops the barrier to pick up a double kill for himself, but Vimstat is now up. Lakey is low. The Drew is the problem, though. A nice double wall into Peachtree and Vimstat, but he's going to fall. Picks up a kill there for Vimstat on the backside. Ford still alive, dropping down the artillery. A flash away by Glue Stick to make sure he doesn't die. Now it's the Nexus Tower versus 2 versus the world right now. Vimstat has to try to do something, needs to step up, needs to get damage. A nice, huge blow of damage there. The Nexus is at 1 HP, one more auto, and that is going to be the game.
Game number 1 going pretty convincingly in favor of the Cowboys.
It was a valiant defense in the end. They almost had it.
True, true, and they got the steal and everything. They fought back. They fought back. They made it almost a little bit interesting at the end there. Didn't never actually really went into their favor, but it could have been worse.
Yeah.
24-minute game. I mean, yeah. Well, that's game number one, and the most damage of the game is dealt by Xerath, probably pretty unsurprisingly. Close behind is Yorick, also probably pretty unsurprisingly, and then the Vimstat doing the most damage on his team by far, doubling the next highest damage. Also, not very surprising. But we will see what changes they make in game number two. Remember, this is a true fearless draft, so all the champions that you saw just now will not be available in game number two. And so we will come back whenever we are ready for the draft of game number two.
I'm walking around in the circle of life, doing the things I know, walking the same ways 100 times with the same soul. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But do you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? You run, try, roll your mind. 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 Seeing all the watering fill your eyes, doing things they know, talking about the same old stories they've heard about the people they think they know. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But did you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? You run, try, roll your mind. You run, try, roll your mind. You run, try, roll your mind. You run, try.
You've applied the pressure to have me crystallized, and you have the faith that I could bring paradise. I'll forgive and forget before I'm paralyzed. Do I have to keep up this pace to keep you satisfied? You don't move slow, taking steps in my direction. The sounds echoes. Does it lessen your affection? No.
Okay, here we go. Game number 2 between Shadow of Igris and Cowboys. I am still joined here in the booth by Frostbyte. What do you expect to see here in game number 2?
A little bit more control from Shadow of Igris. We know they're capable, you know. So like it just comes down to they need to be able to not lose quite a devastating lead.
Yeah. Two top lane bans immediately out the gate from Shadow of Igris, taking away the Gangplank and the Urgot. And Yorick is already gone, so don't have to worry about that. And jungle ban from Cowboys, of course. Making out the Skarner, the Viego, and the Diana. And the Talia already gone. And we're going to see the Ahri picked up B1 from Shadow of Igris, immediately coming out with the mid laner. And the mid laner immediately chosen by Cowboys as well. As well as the Nocturne for Glue Stick. Okay. Imagine we'll see jungle here as well from Vimstat. See ready. They took away Lily. I mean, there's still a lot of jungles available up of course. Nico is available. We haven't seen the Nico in a while. I imagine Nico probably just must not be as good in the current meta. Because Vimstat spammed that champion last season. Oh my goodness. It was very annoying for us here on the booth actually. Vi. Okay. Vi.
Yeah,
shout out to Arcane.
Yeah, I mean Ahri and Vi, a great lane, like top side, or not top side, jungle mid duo there. You saw a lot in Worlds, and there's Inviction's patent Thresh.
Yeah, Thresh available here in game number 2. Lots of comfort here from Shadow of Igris. This go Thresh. Wow. I thought that's man. Yo, what's good, Little John? 9745 YouTube. First time chatter. What brings you to the stream? You know someone in the game? I always wonder if people anyone just randomly scroll through League of Legends streamers and find this stream. Nope. Wait, did you actually do exactly what I just said? Yeah. Oh, wow. Holy shit. That's crazy. He scrolled all the way down to 16 viewers. Wild. I used to do that back in the day. That was sometimes kind of cool. And you landed on an amateur League of Legends tournament. I respect it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to sit down and watch right now. Hell yeah. And the Malphite gets banned out again. Was also banned out in game number 1. Tried to ban out those simple top laners for Lord Coffee Sable. Just waiting for Clash. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I know a lot of people playing Clash today. This is our version of Clash, although a lot of people in the community still also play Clash. Hoping a Cowboys downfall so hard. That's crazy. Why is that? What you got against Cowboys? Preying on their downfall is wild. We got the Xayah. Rakana's banned. Poppy from Cowboys. Poppy doesn't stop Vi ulti, right? But it does stop Vi Q.
It does stop Vi Q, not the ultimate. Yeah. Vi is unstoppable in
does
that
it
animation.
Stop Thresh jumping to his Q
Yep.
if he hit? Okay, and it stops Ahri ultis. Who else? Sejuani dash. Okay.
Yeah, Poppy is a solid pick. We're definitely seeing a lot more. I feel like both teams are definitely looking to what's it called?
I can't get you there. I'm not sure.
I know. Hold on. Scrap. Both teams are looking more of like a scrapping comps. They want to fight early. They want to get some things rolling.
I feel you. Hey, Jinx and Vi. We definitely got the arcade shout out here from the Shadow of Igris. But Jake's also just a very solid ADC, very solid with Thresh. And Arcade's becoming me into what? What? For real? What?
That would be an interesting one.
Hey yo, they like, hey, Yorick was great. Why not go back to the king of split pushing, baby? The OG. We got Susan up in the top lane for Drew. I haven't seen a Nasus and BTL in a very long time as well. Like, a seriously long time. Not seen. Nasus doesn't really bring you a lot of utility outside of split push, baby. I guess it's also not too bad. Little John, thank you for the follow. Okay. All right, I'm interested. I mean, it's the same, pretty much the same principle as what we just saw. I mean, not as oppressive, I would say, as a Yorick in terms of a laner.
Yeah.
But a big problem if he just gets ahead or just like doesn't get taken care of and just is allowed to scale infinitely and just be in the side lanes, you're gonna have a problem. And it makes sense. It's like you're pretty much betting. You're betting the lower coffee table is not going to really be able to pressure Drew much in the top lane, and Nasus is just gonna stack away and become a monster. Absolute monster. Oh yes, I'm ready. We'll see. Still in Mingo's comp, the OG arcade team. Outlaws, who are you? Name me. That's who is us? I'm not sure. Although I have, in theory, I have everyone's Twitch name in a form somewhere. There's so many of y'all. Y'all don't even understand. I don't even understand how many people signed up for BTL this season. We have 94 people in here. Let's see. Outlaw. Oh, that's Goat. That's Goat himself. Okay. That's Goat. Yep. Ah, yeah, he said it. I just found it. Yep. That is Team Cat, the Poor Pounders themselves. Go out here praying for Cowboys downfall. Oh, are they the ones that made the meme of the eating the cheeseburgers in week 1? That was so out of pocket because Poor Pounders were a team of completely new people. And Cowboys memed them after the first game. It's like y'all don't even know them like that. Like they're new to the community. Like why are we talking? Why are we creating? They said that they were taking the L's, put them on the face of the guy that was eating the cheeseburgers. L. Hey yo, they were just welcoming y'all to the league. They were like, yeah, welcome to the league, Rook. That was crazy to me. You're right. That was kind of insane. It was kind of funny, but I hope y'all seem to take it in stride, which I'm happy to see. And hey, make themselves out to be the enemies. Like now you're praying for their downfall. Unfortunately, they dominated game 1. So if you're praying for their downfall, don't look at that game number 1. We'll see what happens here in game number 2. Nasus versus Sejuani. I think won't be as bad, as tough for them as Yorick versus Maokai.
Yeah, no, especially not. Especially when you have a Vi. Like Vi is like one of the champs that's just really good at getting that Sejuani passive rolling.
Ooh, so true.
With the attack speed or with the auto attack reset.
Right.
And then you have a lot more roaming capability here by Ford on the Ahri. Wasn't able to really exert any pressure on the Vigar last game.
Yeah, so very different situation here. The Nasus, they may have. It's very possible that they invested too heavily into this idea of having the split pusher, having the top lane going on a split pusher, and like they could suffer for that. If Nasus gets behind, Nasus doesn't seem as fantastic, especially in a competitive thing.
I'm expecting a much more closer game.
Yeah.
This go round.
I think that's fair. The rest of the team is very solid, though. Nocturne, Syndra, Xayah, Poppy. Can't complain about any of that. Very, very solid. And we'll see. I do expect, Vi can get on the map a little bit with some ganks a little bit earlier. We'll see. Vimstad, I know Vimstad can be a very active ganker, so we'll see what he's able to do on this Vi. And, it's very possible Shadow of Igris are able to strike back here in game number 2. Which would be great for Shadow of Igris. Unfortunate for my arcane watching pleasure. But it'll be fine. All right, so we're going to throw you guys to a break. We're going to hit you guys with that 1-minute ad so we can turn off the pre-roll ads for 20 minutes. So for those that are just tuning into the stream, that means we will be right back. We've got about 2 minutes left of the spectator delay. Don't change that number on the dial. Don't tune in to another channel. Stick right here. We'll be right back after only just 1 minute. And then we'll be having some League of Legends gameplay for y'all. We'll go back to this Gorillas Crystallized. here we are on the Rift. Are you paused at 5?
Yes.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's get into game number 2 between Shadow of Igris and Cat Cowboys. Cat Cowboys taking the victory in game number 1. And we'll see what happens here in game number 2. Will Shadow of Igris strike back? For
We will
Goat
have to
BM,
see.
who is preying on Cat Cowboys' downfall.
We do have a potential invade here from Igris. They are looking, but they took quite a greedy path there. Drew should have seen them there. Drops the ward, so I think he did see him. No red trinkets. Blasphemy. Immediately getting down. I mean, double wards for Cat Cowboys in Igris's jungle, so they will know exactly where Vimsat starts no matter where he decides to start.
Veteran move right there. This is the stack. You know this team plays. Like, oh, well, immediately what you do. You're immediately going to walk in and get deep vision because you see them all invading. Oh. In fact, doing some invasion of their own. See if they can get Vi a little bit behind here.
Yeah, I mean, they know where Vi is starting.
Yeah.
There is no vision set up here for Shadow of Igris. Hopefully, they spot the direction that Moitment and Lakey are coming from.
Right. I mean, smart play there from Cat Cowboys. Because, yeah, they know where Vi is. They know that they didn't get vision, so they know that Vi just will not know.
Yeah, I think they realized where Moitment and Lakey came from because they came at a weird angle into the lane.
So, yeah, we see
so
Vi
immediately,
is... Yep.
Immediately Vimsat looking for that invade.
Yeah, and Vi, they do have that blue ward there, so they see that. They know where Nocturne is not. So it looks like we're probably going to see a vertical jungle here.
Yeah, it's very possible. Lord Coffee Table looking for some aggressive trading on that bot or top side already.
Ooh.
Eviction misses the hook, but still a pretty decent trade there. Like he losing a little bit more HP there.
In vertical jungle there. Well done by
Ibis.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ibis kind of looking a little bit, trying to get some buy to push away from the camps. But Ford is there, ready to answer if needed.
Veteran moves on both sides here.
Yeah, we definitely got, like you said, a vertical jungle. So Peace Tree and Eviction need to be really careful on the bot side. I mean, it's pretty easy with the Lantern as soon as Eviction does get that level 3.
Right.
So nothing too dangerous for them.
Eviction doing the checking of the buff, I guess, for Vi. Yeah, we see Eviction walked over and maybe Vimstat asked, like, hey, can you check to see if my camps are there? So now Vi has full information, knowing that the red buff and the raptors have been taken. Well, the chickens, yeah. Rami raptors, same thing.
And I mean, technically speaking, Vimsat pulled ahead here on the camp trade. Because he managed to get all 3 camps on that top side, whereas Gluestick only went with 2. But Vimsat is going to get pushed away here from the scuttle potentially.
We'll see.
Ford is looking for quite a trade, but Ford is pretty low. They got to be a little careful here. Ibis going to get charmed up. Ford going to get Ibis's flash there. So, I mean, it kind of worked out.
They're looking for the other scuttle, and they are going to, and Cat Cowboys does move first.
Vimstat's going to flash forward on the Ibis, but this might have been a little bit too greedy. I flashed forward there by Ford to get the first blood for Vi, but Vi is going to fall, and Ford should be quick to follow. A nice route there by Moitment to pick up the kill, and Vixen trying to hit the hook, but is not going to be enough. That's going to be a 2-for-1, while Drew looking for some action on the top side. Lord Coffee Table out of mana. Drew is not, but they are both so low, they're just going to walk away.
Oh, my God.
And nothing too spicy happening other than that. Lakey looking for a flash onto Eviction. Eviction misses the flay, but gets out of danger, and the hook doesn't quite connect.
Oh, man. We're scrapping in his early games here. Some incredible rotations from both teams, actually. But both of the scuttles did go to Gluestick. So Nocturne does have that advantage over Vi right now. First dragon spawning soon. Here at the 5-minute mark. A slight 600 gold lead for the side of Cowboys.
Ford looking for an aggressive trade there. Manages to actually get the advantage in that trade with the nice place charm.
Wait, you didn't watch it?
Oh, Lakey here though. Already Lakey looking for those roams. Inviction should be following up here soon.
Oh.
And now Lakey looking on a Vimstat with glue stick. Vimstat's gonna pop the Vault Breaker to get away. So it's gonna get out.
And Thresh is here as well. So some roams on both sides here. Thresh is gonna walk into
just stepping
Lakey.
up all by him.
Yeah.
His lonesome Vimstat gonna get pushed away by Lakey. A nice hook there to get Lakey in that CC chain. The charm doesn't connect, but it hits glue stick instead. That's gonna be a 1 kill picked up. Vimstat has fallen. Inviction could be in a little bit of danger now, and he will fall. That's going to be a double kill for Ibis. And that is not who you want to see the gold going over to, especially in a lane that's just so volatile.
Yeah, very true. Lord Coffee Table, by the way, scrapping up here at the top of the lane. This is not the same lane as last game.
No, it is not. Ford could be in a little bit of trouble. There is no ultimate here by Ibis. So it looks like it's going to be the grubs. And now Lord Coffee Table looking on the glue stick, trying to stop the grubs. He's going to get the smite down, so that's going to be 2 secured. The fear is going to go out. That's going to be Coffee Table getting feared up, and now Drew is on his way, marching the warpath, trying to get the slow, but doesn't quite get it. And oh, what a chunk there on Ford. He has got to be careful. He needs to back. That's going to be all 3 grubs secured.
Eviction is here. But I think that could just be... Okay. I was like, did not... Hopefully Ford is not baited to stay because of Inviction.
I mean, Ford does have teleport, so maybe looking for a quick reset into an Inviction gank. There's the TP. Ibis doesn't have any summoner spells to get out of this. A nice flay and a hook, and now Inviction with the ultimate from Ford gets them right on top. And that's going to be 1 kill picked up for Ford, while P Street looking for a little bit of a trade down on the bot side.
Well done there from Inviction.
Yeah, very, very well needed.
Yes, yes. Well, just the good timing. Like after the Ongek, R just got pushed out of lane and was able to walk up there and get a, help your mid laner make a play. That's any good Thresh player. You're gonna, it's a play making support. You gotta try to make some plays around the map when you see the opportunity to do so.
100%.
Even though his hooks haven't been landing as much as early game, it's not about the hooks you miss, it's about the ones you hit.
Yeah, Drew kind of just free stacking up top side. He has been getting in some pretty scrappy fights, but still stacking pretty well. Already at 120, 8 minutes in. Now, the Paranoia getting dropped on top of Ford. Ford can be in a little bit of trouble here. The Fear goes out, and Ibis is going to drop the ultimate for a kill onto Ford.
Yeah.
So, punch for punch in the mid lane. And Ibis is coming out on top with the gold, with the kills.
Logan Porter 209, thank you for the follow. Marvin very nearly got hit there. could have been in a lot of trouble, but does survive it.
Yeah, Moitman does have access to the ultimate now, though. So I mean, this lane just gets that much more safe, especially when you have such a crucial ability on Inviction that you need to hit. That's just not guaranteed to hit. We do have Nocturne hovering the top side with Vimstat up there as well, but a nice hook onto Moitment, trying to get down some damage. That's going to be the ultimate drop by Xayah, while Drew could be in a little bit of trouble of a tower dive. He's going to drop the ultimate, a nice stun, but the Volt Breaker does not quite connect. The ultimate from Vimstat's going to get dropped down, but now he's taking the tower. That's going to be a kill for Drew, and now Blue Stick's here to pick up the other one. So a failed dive attempt resulting in 2 kills for Cowboys.
Oh no, that's the opposite of what you want to happen to the Nasus. Oh no.
Inviction got the hook onto Lakey. Lakey tries to push him towards Moitment. Is going to kind of get a kind of
Ford is
a
on the way.
Push there. A nice ultimate there from P Street to get down some damage. Now Ford is arriving, does have access to the ultimate. A nice charm onto Lakey, and that's going to be a 1 kill picked up for Ford.
I think Nasus just is about to become a monster now. That was so unfortunate topside.
Yeah, a flash there by Vimstat onto Ibis, trying to get down some more damage. But Ibis does have the flash, though, to try to get away. Ibis is going to get dropped down to 100 HP, while Ford is actually looking for an almost failed dive. And Vimstat,
oh, no! Vimstat
I think Vimstat might be a little tilted, boys.
Oh no, Vimstat, no!
Yeah.
Oh no, not another one. Oh, 2 in a row. Oh, that feels so bad. Oh no, Vimstat.
Oh, Paranoia on to Inviction here. Inviction might be able to get away. A nice trap placement there by P Street. Now P Street could be picking up a kill for himself. There's one, and that's going to be the excited. Now Lakey could be in trouble. Lakey does have flash available. P Street's not going to continue the chase though.
Oh, Vimstat, no. He's half of his team's deaths.
That is looking rough here in the jungle.
Hey, Trash Talk gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but his team is picking up plays across the map,
True.
so it is not over yet. They're only down 3 kills, 3 grubs.
Vimstat has 0 assists as a roaming playmaker, but it's okay because Thresh has 4 assists. It's fine.
Yeah, that is true. Now, in Vimstat starting up the Void Grubs on spawn, trying to make sure that they don't get those Void Mites again, just like they did last game. Not something you want to see on a Nasus.
Thresh
But we do
is
have
up
an
here.
collapse. Blue Stick does know this is happening now. Sees Inviction
Drew
in
is
quite a
here.
weird spot. That's going to be the first grub secured. Blue Stick going to pop his shield. Vimstat looking for a potential Volt Breaker, but gets interrupted here by Ibis. But now Vimstat is in trouble. Drew's going to pick up 1 kill while Ford and Inviction are on the backside. Lord Coffee Table is going to fall for a double kill for Drew. Now Inviction and Ford versus the world. I don't think they can really stop this. So that is going to be 5 grubs secured here.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah,
For Cat Cowboys, and that is going to unlock the Void Mites.
Yeah. You really didn't want to see Nasus get those.
Yeah, Drew is already at 273 stacks.
Oh my God! What?
The goal for most decent Nasus players is 420.
Okay.
Oh, Lakey looking for some fancy feet on the Ford. Ford gets interrupted, but has the auto attack there from Syndra does complete the kill. But yeah, like I was saying, the goal for most Nasus players is 400 at 20 minutes. Okay. I think he's on pace for 450, 500 at 20 minutes.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
Hasn't even touched the plate. That's how little he cares about pushing. He's just here to stack.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, he's obviously just stacking, baby.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my God, he really
down
hurts.
2 levels now. It's kind of detrimental in the lane now.
Yeah, try for
2 level.
Yeah, this man's stacking up here. Oh, Farmer Nasus is going crazy. Oh no.
While we were looking on the top side, Dragon was picked up there for Cat Cowboys. First strike of the game for themselves.
3K gold lead here, 13 minutes. I think it was a 5K gold lead last game, so it is closer.
Yeah, much closer, much more contested here. Vimstat having a little bit of a rough game, but his team can make up for it. P Street is strong.
Yes.
I mean, Nasus is also strong, but Ford and P Street do have the damage to potentially carry a game here.
Yes, and deal with the late game Nasus.
Drew looking for the chase, has the Boots of Swiftness, does get the slow, but Cedrawani's passive going to consume that now. P Street getting engaged on here about Paranoia, but
Nocturne's
going to call that off almost
Nocturne.
immediately.
Nocturne just wanted to scare him, I guess.
Yeah. Drew at 350 stacks, looking for a fight on the coffee table. Look at the damage. That's
Christ.
1 Q. That's 2.
Just make him back off so I can continue farming. He doesn't even care about killing him.
Exactly.
Like, just let me continue farming, please.
Yeah. Herald has spawns.
Oh,
we do
yeah.
see Blue Stick looking
he's
for...
definitely surpassing 400 stacks by 20 minutes.
Oh,
He may
yeah.
get 400 by
without a doubt.
15.
Yeah, P Street and Inviction here at the Heralds. So is Nasus, though. They've got to be careful. Lord Coffee Table TP back onto the top side. Herald down at 4,000, but it is going to reset. Now Coffee Table could be in a little bit of trouble, walking right into Drew. Drew's trying to get down some damage, but doesn't have anyone there to follow up. Lakey goes on to Inviction for the stun. No follow-up. Hook misses. Vimstat going a little deep here. Doesn't quite connect the Volt Breaker. But now Drew getting the slow. Might No,
Nope.
not going to be enough. Slow's not quite there. Eviction once again looking for another hook. Doesn't connect. Mointment going to take some damage. A nice ultimate there by Drew, but a nice huge shutdown there for P Street. P Street is excited. No one's there to wither. Root onto Lakey, trying to get down some more damage. A nice hook onto Mointment. Mointment has to pop the ultimate, but doesn't have time.
Okay.
That's going to be 1 kill picked up for Vimstat on the board.
Okay.
And that is what his team needed. The gold lead down 2K, pressuring the top side tower. Forward looking onto Ibis. Ibis going to drop the ultimate. Top lane pressure is here. Eviction has to be careful, get stunned here by Lakey, and the kill completed by Lakey. Actually, so much damage coming out of that Poppy support. Forward going to drop the flash, trying to get around Ibis's damage. Both mid laners are at super low HP, and TP coming in there from Drew. But there's no fight to continue.
Yep. Nasus at, what's that, 372?
Yeah. We talked about it in Champ Select. The split push power is there. It's not as detrimental as Yorick, but he is getting there. Now, I do not want to see them drop this Herald topside. Let Drew.
Correct. Yes. I hope
free
Drew
farm the wave.
would like tell them like, this is a perfect situation for me. Drew doesn't even care if his tower dies. Like, nah. Yeah. I hope they are aware of that.
Yeah, Mointment free hitting this mid tower. Could potentially fall here. We do have the Lord Coffee Table coming. Gets spotted on a ward, and Mointment's going to get pushed back. Doesn't know where the enemy team is. And just look at, oh my god, all those all those wards in that bush. Ooh, a nice stun there by Ibis. Oh, great poke there. Ibis at 2 items, 2 completed items and full boots here, whereas Ford just has the 1. Drew has crest 400. Let's see if he can make 500 in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Coffee Table taking some pretty big beating there. Does have the Thorn Mail
the
Bramble Vest to kind of negate some of that passive healing from Drew. But I don't think it's quite enough. Just so much damage out coming from these Qs. Coffee Table can't really just sit and take this this punishment without his team trying to get a place somewhere else.
Nasus does not have teleport to arrive here.
Neither does Lord Coffee Table.
It's coming up soon.
Ooh,
Sooner than Nasus.
Coffee Table missing that knockup. Dragon is going to be spawning soon. Eviction looks for a hook onto Ibis. Does connect, but there is no one quite close enough there. Plus, the whole enemy team was there, so great job not looking. Lakey going to take some damage here, but that support item... Woo! Oh, nice hook there by Eviction on a Mointment. Mointment's got to pop the ultimate, but Peach Street falls almost immediately.
Man.
And now Jinx is also going to fall with Ford. And there comes the Paranoia onto Vimstat. Vimstat does clear out the Herald, but it should be falling here. That is going to be a double kill here for Lakey, and Eviction should be close soon to follow. Gloostic going to take the tower, flashes away to make sure he doesn't die.
Map.
And that is going to be an ace for none. And it's hard to look at that and see a comeback potential.
That's tough. That was tough. That was huge from Poppy there. After the hook onto Mointment, Mointment gets super low, and Ari is looking for it, but gets immediately stuffed by Poppy as soon as she jumps over the wall, and they're able to blow Ari up, and Mointment lives, and everybody lives, and then the team fight is just all Cowboys after that. And meanwhile, just huge, Nasus is just up there stacking. Ford teleports in, but is going to get immediately charmed.
So much damage there, but is he going to be able to complete the kill onto Ibis? Ibis is getting down some much-needed damage. Vimstat walking right into Lakey. The hook doesn't quite connect, and now Mointment is free firing. There is no CC to stop him. Gonna walk away. Ford still looking, drops the ultimate on top of Ibis, does pick up 1 kill for himself, tries to use the ultimate to get away, dashes away 1, dashes away twice, out of dashes, Lakey gets the stun over the wall.
Here comes
That's
Drew.
Be 1 for 1 now.
Drew wasn't even part of that last fight.
Vimstat is deep. Drew is full HP, does get down some decent damage here. They don't complete the kill, and that should be 1 kill there for Lord Coffee Table. Jinx is excited, can continue the chase. A flash forward there by P Street on the Glue Stick. Glue Stick left at 100 HP and a nice crit there to complete the kill. And Mointment gets his back stopped. And that's going to be a double kill picked up for P Street. And that is a lot of gold onto the Jinx.
Yes, Jinx gets a lot of gold there. They're still down 6K overall, but now they're going to get these towers. This is a lot of gold going into the pocket of Jinx here. Yeah, with the objective bounty as well. Jinx looking good, feeling good.
Yeah, a lot of unclaimed gold here. They're going to start pressuring the tier 2. Lakey's looking to try to push them away, delay until Ibis gets here. And now we have a TP coming from Drew on the backside. The Lantern to take Jinx further out, but right into the clutches of Nasus. Nasus spots Inviction. Drew looking for some damage. A nice trap there to get the double root, but Inviction is going to fall. Lord Coffee Table's going to drop the flash and falls to the damage of Ibis. That's going to be 2 kills for just the tower. Maybe Ford gets the top side. Actually, Ford should get the top side here. But this opens up a window. It looks like they're pathing towards the Baron. They know no vision is down. Can Vimstat get another heroic steal to keep his team in pace and in line with this game? They have to know this has started. Ford spots it out with the ward. It gets disabled by the pink. Baron's at 10,000 HP. It is Ford versus Vimstat. Drew is pushing Vimstat away. I don't think Vimstat can really do much here to get towards that Baron pit. This should be an uncontested Baron. 7,000 HP. Jinx ult flies in, but a little bit too early. And Ford gonna spot Drew. Gets the old slow.
Yeah, gonna get withered.
Yeah, and that is gonna be the Baron secure to hook onto Lakey, but there is no damage to follow up. And that is going to put the gold lead at 6,000, almost 7,000.
You're at 21 minutes. It's looking tough.
Yeah, but Jinx is scaling.
That's true.
Almost has 3 items completed. But there's a lot of threats that Jinx has got to be wary of, and there's not a lot of ways his team can keep him safe. They're going to pressure this tower. This tower should fall. Poppy's going to drop the ultimate to knock Lord Coffee Table away. A nice hook onto Lakey. Now Lakey could be in a little bit of trouble. That's going to be one excited for Jinx. Coffee Table going to TP on the top side to try to stop Drew. But, I mean, this is a Baron wave, buddy. You're 3 levels down.
Yeah.
Drew is said, at 500 stacks.
Time to take the towers, I guess.
Yeah,
He's like,
Lord
all right,
Coffee
it's
Table
time.
should be falling.
I'm stacked enough.
Here comes the plus 12.
Yep.
Boom. I think Drew basically hit 500 at 20 minutes, by the way.
Yeah.
New world record now.
Looking pretty good over at 540 stacks here, 22 minutes. Yeah.
Ford TPing to try to stop the push from Drew. As a pretty tanky dog there.
Yep. With the Baron buff as well. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Oh, Ibis. Ibis could look for a pick here, maybe? Nope, just walks away. Doesn't want to risk it. Ibis does now have Hourglass, though, so it's going to be a lot harder to kill the Syndra here.
Yeah.
And the amount of damage that Syndra's just dumping out
bot
is
lane
insane.
with the Baron wave.
Yeah, this might be the tower just falling here. Looks like Mointment is just going to let that Siege Minion finish the job.
Yep.
So that is going to be 1. Tier 2 tower picked up there for Cowboys. And now we have Blue Stick waiting in the bush. It does have Paranoia available. Peace Tree and Eviction are going to walk towards him in spot. And they don't have Ford here. Ford is answering the split push here from Drew. Trying to clear the wave as best he can.
This is very
and
tough.
he's actually doing a pretty decent job, honestly, with the Baron wave. Might be seeing a fight in the jungle. Drew looking for a play onto Ford. The slow is just so much to deal with. Ford's going to have to drop the ultimate to get away. Now Vimstat looking onto Mointment. Mointment does have the ultimate available while Poppy queues up the ult. Mointment not going to drop the ult yet. Now they do. A nice route there onto Vimstat, and Vimstat is just going to fall. Peace Tree has to try to get excited here somewhere. Mointment's going to live with 1 HP, while Ibis has now joined the fight. Paranoia dropped onto the Jinx. A nice shutdown there by Ibis. That's going to be 2 for none. Inviction's going to fall quickly after. That is 4 kills for none. This could be a game-ending push here. 30 seconds on the death timer. It is Ford versus the world.
Oh, Nasus is alive, teleporting topside. And bonk.
Yeah, just trying to pick up those towers. This is going to be the first inhibitor cracked open, or not first inhibitor tower cracked open, but an inhibitor tower nonetheless.
Yep.
They're going to pressure mid inhib. Glue Stick backing away for the dragon. I feel like he could have just stayed and got both inhibitors here, but I guess that's not on his agenda. Ford taking so much damage there.
All 3 inhibitor towers go down, and the middle inhibitor goes down. I imagine top goes down as well. I'm not sure if Nasus can be stopped. And Nasus is going to get pressured off. Jinx, everyone is alive.
That is true. That's going to be the 3rd Drake, though, secured here for Cowboys. Glue Stick made that call instead of picking up 2 inhibitors. Wanted to take the soul point. Oh, you're gonna pop the ghost topside. Lord Coffee Table's on the run.
Oh
The slow goes down, but it can't be slowed. But like he's here to ensure the kill with Glue Stick, so that is gonna be a pick on the top side.
Oh, it feels like they were just bullying Lord Coffee
This
Table
looks
there.
like the potential last fight here. They're looking for a play, a nice hook onto Glue Stick. Glue Stick's gonna flash over the wall to make sure Jinx can't get excited. Paranoia gonna get dropped. Drew drops the ultimate. He is so big. He does so much damage. And Vinsat looks for a play, but it's not enough.
Jesus.
Eviction's going to fall to Drew. Now it's P Street and Ford versus the world. They did pick up one. Jinx did get excited for a little bit. Drew's going to get a double, and now P Street has to try to deal with this Colossus dog. Can pick up maybe one, but is going to get sniped there by Ibis, and that's going to be an ace, and that's going to be the game for Cowboys and the series.
Likely is, yeah. Nasus an absolute monster right there.
Coffee Table making a valiant attempt, but just doesn't have the damage, doesn't have the stats. Eviction is alive, but gets stunned up. And it's going to fall quickly after. And there it is. Nexus exploded. Series in the hands of Cowboys.
Ooh, a clean 2-0 there from Cowboys. Cowboys looking like they are ready for the playoffs. In playoffs form. Very well done there. Very well done there for the Cowboys. Very unfortunate if you are GOAT BM and you're preying on their downfall because they did not fall in this series. And the most damage of the game being done by Syndra. Followed up by, looks like, actually the enemy Jinx. Enemy Jinx and Lord Coffee Table did a lot of damage that game.
Yeah.
Just beating up on Nasus, trying to stop him from being a monster. It did not work, but tried his absolute best. Who would be your vote for MVP of the series? Who am I kidnapping in here?
I want to give it to Drew, but
I
mean, it's just I look at Coffee Table's rank and it doesn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying Drew's bad, but at the same time, it's not a challenge, I guess. Like, and Coffee Table's not even that bad, but still, there are things
just like playing scaling split pusher into weak side tank. It's like, well, I mean, you sat there and you farmed him, you farmed better, then you just became a monster. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, Ibis also had a really good series.
Who?
Ibis.
Oh, I was gonna say Lakey had some pretty decent roams there as well. And you know, sports don't get a lot of love.
Hey, let's bring in Lakey. I'd love to hear it. Let's bring in Lakey. Let's bring in the support. Lakey doing a lot of great plays there, especially whenever the Ari jumped over the in the mid lane, jumped over the wall to try to kill Moitman. Lakey was instantly there.
Yeah, bro, he did that, and I was like, he's trolling.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, instantly slammed into the wall.
And he dies.
Yep, very true. So congrats to you guys on the 2-0 victory. I'm looking forward to the Trash Talk channel. Maybe it's already started. I don't even know. Yeah.
Vimeo was talking a lot of trash.
Yeah,
before
yeah,
the
because
series
Bimstat was talking so much, and then
Mhm.
oh no, oh no, he was talking about. Y'all ready for the jungle Gaparito?
He said he was gonna get 10 kills per game. I think he got 10 kills total this series.
Oh man. All right, all right. Do you have any questions, Frostbite? I'll let you kick us off here.
I mean, first I'm gonna start off with like great performance there, like he had a lot of solid roams in that early game, really stepping it up to Inviction, showing him that you're the one that's in control of that bot lane. So how was the roaming that game? Did you feel like you did enough? Is there areas that you wish you roamed to more?
Uh,
How were you feeling?
yeah, I think something we've been working on a lot actually is me just abandoning Moyman to the bot lane to just impact the rest of the map because he can play pretty safe by himself, and unless we're looking there for like a play, him getting solo XP and gold is pretty good. And the champs I played today were both really good roaming champs, right? Nautilus can see
Poppy.
people. Poppy just puts people against a wall and makes them die. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, all right. Obviously, don't disclose too much, whatever you're comfortable disclosing. But how was the communications around that roam? So were you pretty like vocal about it, or was it kind of more of like the team was letting you know like, hey, you could potentially look for a roam here? Like, are you the one that's typically initiating these plays, or is it more of the whoever the shot caller is that's trying to like get you to do it?
I'd say something we've been working on a lot is just more, especially for me, just agency and being able to do whatever I want versus being told what to do.
Okay.
So communication on like when I'm roaming is like definitely talked about as a team, but I'm always talking about like I can roam now. Do you want me somewhere?
Okay.
Type beat.
I see.
All
I
right.
see.
All right.
Yeah, you guys did a very good job. There are lots of runs, especially in that second game. We saw lots of runs from both you and Inviction getting up to those grubs multiple times. Also, just realized Poppy did almost as much damage as Zaya and 3,000 more damage than Nocturne, and more damage than Vi, and more damage than. Oh, I mean,
Yeah, Poppy's
yeah,
disgusting.
yeah,
Poppy does way too much damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we picked Poppy first half of draft, and they drafted more dashes in the second half. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was something. Any commentary on your opponent? Oh, I mean, so we were going to give. So Drew obviously had a great series as well, and we were going to give it, but then we also had this feeling that. I mean, he played Yorick and Nasus into a like weak side top lane tank player that you knew was going to play a weak side top lane tank, and just kind of did the thing that Yorick and Nasus do in those matchups. So he felt like it wasn't like a lot of skill expression, although it was very well farmed. I mean, it was very well played by Drew, to be honest. Still,
Oh, yeah.
like was that like kind of like coming into the series? Was this kind of like part of your game plan? Like we'll just throw him on Yorick, Nasus, just pick some like person that loves to split push and scale and put him in the side lanes because he won't be able to like really get shut down. Was that part of the idea, or was that just was that Drew's
definitely
idea?
that was the idea in the first game,
Yeah.
where like York is one of his stronger champs. It's kind of it rolls over. I forget what top table picked in the first game.
Maokai,
Yeah,
yes,
kind of rolls that champ.
yes.
To be honest, the Nasus was something he shouted in at the last second.
Oh,
and
yeah?
then we couldn't change it. We just locked it and couldn't change it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So that was just Drew wanting to play that champ.
Okay, fair
but
enough.
it worked out, like you said. The scaling like split pushers, they don't have anyone who can match him in the side lane. So if they're coming to
Yeah.
contest a big objective, he can just. I mean, in the first game, he took I don't know how many towers, but probably
So
the most in the
so many
game.
plates. He also he had took a lot of time, but all plates were still up. He had like we got full plates top and got most of the plates bot, and it's like yeah, this man just got so much turret gold, just off of those objectives. Yeah, very well played. Seems like you guys came in with the strategy. You now move on to 4-1, I believe, and now there will be one more 4-1 team, which is the next match, I believe. Who is your prediction? I'm gonna put you on the spot here. So you guys are now move on to 4-1. Who's your prediction to be the other 4-1 team that joins you between the Mingos and the Cucarachas?
Ooh, you see, I've got like not like real, but like ironic beef with both of these two. Actually, beef is kind of real with the Mingos. They doxed our top laner. That wasn't very cool.
That's fair.
But honestly, love Las Cucarachas. Kind of voting for the win, but also UBC. Love the guy, but holy cow, he pisses me off. I don't know why. He just the way he talks, no flame. Just I can't stand him. It's okay though, but yeah, we're hoping for Las Cucarachas dub
Okay.
this evening.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. That'll be coming up at 9. I love that there's some reason to there's some nice competitive motivation for against both those teams that are going to be other teams that you guys will probably see later on in playoffs. So love to hear it. And yeah, we will see that happen at 9 p.m. EST. Thank you so much for Frostbyte for joining me in the booth, and thank you so much for Lakey for being willing to come and talk to us. I never really asked, but you know, I'm glad that you were willing to talk and answer some of our questions.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else, Frostbyte?
No, that's all.
Do you have any shout-outs, Lakey?
Yeah, I want to shout out Moitman. That guy is a total G for letting me leave him to himself. Ibis is an absolute legend. Love that guy. If you know anything about our first game, there are some voices involved with that guy's existence. Let's see. Drew's awesome. He ran lane. And then Mr. Gluestick, he's absolutely smurfing it in solo queue, and Vimstat doubted him, and then he lost. So that's where we'll leave it.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, that's all for us for right now. I'm going to get back to watching Arcane in this little hiatus we have for an hour and 20 minutes. Hopefully I can get through maybe an episode or two. And I will catch you guys back when we are live at 9. I think I'll have Old Sad Boy joining me in the booth then. That is for Las Cucarachas and the Mingos, which is, I think, a very hype matchup since last week. So we'll be back live then. We'll actually look for someone to potentially raid. Let's see if anyone is up. We could perhaps raid. Yeah, I'll raid my homie Batwin here. This guy's always an entertaining streamer. Someone that I went to DreamCon with. Someone that actually lives here in the DFW. So I've actually been over to his house. He's a cool dude. And we will catch you guys at 9 p.m. Hold up, let me copy and paste so I don't send you guys to a random channel again. Of course, there's a 10-second delay after I hit the raid button, so we will be waiting awkwardly for those 10 seconds. And now, peace out, everyone. Go say hi to Batwin. Woo!
Peace out.
All right.